First, a meatless meal that's big on flavor that will please kids and adults alike. Welcome back. We're back heating up the kitchen with a meatless meal for dinner. Jennifer Erical is the author of The Sassy Spoon, and she is here with the recipe. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you, Destry.
All right, I love this option. It's really delicious, a great meatless option. What are we making today?
Wanted something easy and delicious and versatile. That was meatless. So what came to mind was jumbo shells stuffed with a cheese kind of stuffing. So this is spinach and cheese with pignons.
All right, it smells so good.
Yes.
And you say you love it because it uses leftovers.
That's right, and it's very versatile. So, you know, the simplicity, what I've got here in the straight out of the oven is, on this side is just the basic ingredients here: spinach, red onion, garlic.
That you can see right there.
Basil. Yes, and instead of ricotta cheese, I actually use low-fat cottage cheese, okay? Now you'll notice these shells look a little different.
Yeah, they have the red.
That's right, and that's the versatility, because this is almost like a sequential stuffing of the shells, if you will. You can start with the basic stuffing, and then if you know someone that you're serving dinner to doesn't like something that you'd like to add in, then you can add those ingredients in and stuff the later shells. So I'll kind of show you what I'm talking about here. So here's some leftovers I have from a stir fry the other night. This is the basic, I'll start, you know, starting out stuffing of just...
And what's in here?
This is just the cottage cheese, the spinach, the basil, red onion, and garlic.
Okay.
Okay, and then mix that up, and then I'm going to add, so you could stuff a few shells with just that, and then you can add whatever vegetable leftovers or even some meat cut up if you wanted, but you know, again,
whatever you like.
Exactly, whatever you have that's leftovers, and you just kind of mix that up. And then the shells, which after you boil them and let them cool and you rinse them in some cool water.
How do you make sure they don't tear?
I put some olive oil in the water.
Okay.
So when I'm boiling them, olive oil, and then when they're done, to be sure they don't tear, instead of pouring them into a colander, you can take a slotted spoon and remove them from the water that way.
Okay.
But the trick is to, as soon as you get them out, rinse them in cold water to stop the cooking, but also that helps to separate them. And then even these, as you can see, these are cooled and they're not sticking anymore.
Do you cook them? I know they say usually, like, even on the instructions, they say al dente, you should do it like a minute less. Should we be doing that?
That's right, because then ultimately you're going to be baking it in the oven with maybe a little cheese on top. Exactly. And when you do bake it in the oven, you want to be sure to put some tin foil over the top so that you're not drying out the shells. Instead,
that's the danger.
So you can see here, you can, and now at this point, if someone said, well, you know what, I want to put, you know, some shredded chicken in there also. Well, I'm vegetarian, I don't eat chicken, so now after I have a couple of shells for me here without the chicken, I could add that in. And, you know, we keep going.
Like you said, it's whatever you want.
That's right. And so whatever baking dish you take, you can stuff the shells. You can do as few or as many, a big tray if you like. You see I've got more here. You can do multiple types. Then you would bake it for 375, again, with something covered so it's not going to dry out, for about 15 minutes.
And then this is the final dish.
This is the final dish.
And what did you put over it?
Notice I put a marinara sauce. Again, if we want something quick and easy, you could probably, there's so many choices out there. Trader Joe's, a lot of organic, nice, wholesome brands. So this is one from Trader Joe's, actually.
And serve it with a salad.
A nice salad, and you know, and the bread is. This is a wholesome thin. Look how thin that is. Now, a lot of people feel like
the new thin.
With Italian food, you have to have garlic bread, right? Well, you don't have to go overboard. Again, keeping healthy.
All right.
So something for everyone in this meal, and you can accompany it with meat or without.
Well, thanks so much. Great recipe. You can find it in the book. It's called The Sassy Spoon. For more information on that, or to get this recipe, sassyspoon.com.